Hello and welcome to Mark's Sussex Allotment episode 26. It's Sunday the 4th of May. It's a chilly morning, so let's have a look around. Right. Okay, so there's not a lot, still not a lot to see down here. I need to mow the lawn down there a little bit later. All the potatoes are up now, and there was a risk of frost last night, but I took a chance and they seem to have got away with it. So there you go, that's the Sarpo mirror and the Desiree. I really need to sort these beds out. I'm thinking about doing raised beds down here as well, actually, as I did on the top plot, but just long ones and keep them as they are, and then just try and get rid of the grass because that's starting to interfere with the beds, as you can see there. I think there's some cooch starting to come through. So all the potatoes are up. That's Charlotte, the Kestrel there, and the rocket at the end there. So they're all doing well, but it's just keeping on top of the weeds with these ones, and it's such a pain at the moment. So I have to get onto that shortly. There's some wood that I've now got. I'm going to try and make some sort of beds of along down here, really. Okay, so onto the main plot. Still nothing in these, but there will be soon because everything's in the polytunnel ready to be transplanted. But I was just waiting for the risk of the last frost to go, really. And looking at the forecast, I don't think it's going to drop much below about 6 degrees for the next 2 weeks. Then we're into sort of middle of May, and it should be fine. So nothing in this bed, nothing in that bed, and nothing in this bed. All very, very exciting. The peas have taken well, and they've been protected nicely from the pigeons, and nothing seems to have had a go at them. So yeah, they're doing well. These are a sugar snap variety, I think, just called Sugar Ann, I think they're called. And they're all they were planted originally in the guttering, so they've taken really well, and they've all grown on. They're probably all about sort of 12 to 14 inches tall now. Some more Swift and Rocket. I can't remember what I popped in there now. I think it's the rest of the Swift are in there. The shallots, they're doing okay, but there's other people on the plot that have planted around a similar time, and they've got much bigger ones, but they may be different varieties, so I can't worry too much. Onions needs another weed. I seem to be weeding this nearly every single day, but it just seems to just keep going back. They're doing okay. There's some onions now that are starting to form up quite nicely. Let's see. So there's another biggish one up the end here that's starting to just bulb a little bit. They won't bulb properly until about the middle of June. I think it's after the longest day, your longest day. They start to bulb up, and then they stop growing the greens. So we've got the asparagus bed here. I did take a cutting of only about 6 pieces, I think, of the asparagus, but they're starting to turn into ferns, some of them now, so I won't take any more this year. But there's a few that haven't come up in certain spots because I did entire beds, so there's a gap there of about 5 foot where nothing's come up at all, which is quite worrying. So I don't know if the crowns have been damaged or they're just a bit late. The brassicas have taken really well. I'll just try and, sorry about the camera movement, I'm just going to try and move something out of the way so you can have a look. So there's the brassicas. These are broccoli here, a couple of cabbages in the middle there, and some kale down the end. So they've taken really well. There's not much slug damage on them, which I'm very happy about. And obviously no cabbage whites and things being underneath the debris netting. So there's the Jerusalem artichokes, which are forming up nicely now. The Belotti beans outside are not doing amazingly well, but they're yellowing up a little bit. The rhubarb that was dying a few months ago, I've tried forcing it, and it does appear to have given me some extra stems, but the leaves still haven't grown, which is really weird. So I don't know what's wrong with that. If anyone has any ideas, please leave a comment underneath. The other rhubarb, which is grown on nicely. We've got garlic here. Seems to be doing okay. There definitely has been something frosty type of dew on there, so I don't know if we just missed out on a frost last night or there was a very small one. Strawberries, I decided to put a bit of fleece on, and they're doing amazingly. These are just ones that I bought in Lidl's or Aldi last year. I think I got something like 6 plants for £1.75 or something. And they didn't do particularly well last year. I think I still got probably about sort of 2 or 3 punnets off these, but there's so many more flowers on them this year. There's just an abundance of flowers, it's incredible. I think I was told that it's 2nd or 3rd year is when they're most productive, so this will be 2nd year, so could be even better than that next year. Okay, so into the tunnel. You'll see from the previous video I harvested one of these potatoes, and they do seem to have this, I don't know if it's a natural dieback or if it's some sort of deficiency. It looks like it could be like a manganese deficiency or something, but apparently swift are actually harvestable after 7 weeks in the right conditions. Loads of stuff that needs planting out. I've got lupins here that are just starting to put on their first true leaf. You can see that, it's fantastic. Some more lupins there that haven't quite come through yet. Runner beans, which I might transplant out today. Belotti beans, which are dwarf variety, and that's why they haven't really grown very much, but they are putting on loads of new leaves, as you can see in the middle there. So I think they're okay. Some more courgettes there. The broad beans, not lots happening with those really. There's a few. And then I've picked a few as well. There's not much going on with those. More tomatoes, some courgettes here, and beetroot, which I transplanted about 2 weeks ago. I've done it really, really well. And the cucumber down the end there. There's some leeks and some more leeks over there. Some broad beans, more broad beans I put into that. I haven't quite germinated yet, but it can't be far away. Radishes. I'll just see if I can show you. These were planted. If you can see that or not. These were planted on about the 12th of April, so that's about 3 weeks. It's really, really amazing. I already had about 6 out of there, sort of marble, large marble sort of size, I guess. Sweet corn, which needs to go out soon. Some more cabbages there. Some melons and pumpkins. Some more cucumbers there, which I'll probably have to give a few away because I've got about 12. Some aster, which I'll take home for the garden, which I really haven't really looked after. It's my fault really. All of the tomatoes seem to have taken, and they are growing, so they're not sulking, which some people said they may do because it was a little bit early. But in the polytunnel, I think they've been protected quite nicely. What have we got down in there? We've got a thing called Pepino melon, which is I think they call it melon pear. I can't get the things to germinate. This is my 2nd attempt, but nothing's happening there. Salad, which I had my first cutting of the other day, which was fantastic. There's sort of mustard and rocket and some other peppery bits and bobs and some what is it, Mizuno I think it's called, or something like that. Carrots, dwarf beans, celery over there. More carrots here. They're not doing as well as I thought they would. Okay. Kohlrabi, which I think I said something else last week, but it's not. Sweet peas, which are going to go home for the garden at home. Parsnips that have finally germinated. I'm going to whack those in because if they get to the bottom of the root runner, they'll just fork. Some more salady bits, mustard and spinach. A couple of grapevines I got in Morrison's for £5. There's a muscat and a Frankenhaler, which is a black one and a sweet white one. The chard, which is now just guinea pig fodder, which is what they always have at home. More melons there, and strawberries. They're doing quite well. They all got flowers on them. I think some of them are starting to form. Yeah, there's a few starting to form up in there. So we should have some strawberries probably in about 2 weeks. Nasturtium, Chinese lantern, which is just germinated. The aubergines are doing much better now, even though I did plant them quite late. They're in there. As soon as they germinate, I'll pop them into this cleared propagator thing because it's a little greenhouse, because it's a bit more light and airy. And the cucamelons. So they're very, very slow. They're like cactuses, these things that grow into. Maybe in about 3 years' time we'll have something that's worth planting. Anyway, that's it for me today. So take care, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.